Hi guys, welcome back to 100% Mags. So I hope you're all staying safe and well out there. So in this video today, you might have guessed it by the title of the video, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the recent news that came out. Of course, that Newcastle would be partner up with Stack as well as Sela, of course, for to make a fan zone in Strawberry Place. Now, this is something that we already got told would be happening, of course, when Sela become the front of shirt sponsor for Newcastle United, that they would be looking to organise a fan zone in Strawberry Place. Of course, this is something that will be there for a while until we can figure out a way, of course, of expanding St James's Park in its current location, because nobody wants to move away from St James's Park. It is a very touchy subject, and we've talked about it plenty of times already on the channel. So that is something that we definitely don't want to see happen. We'll have to move away from St James's Park, but we'll cross that path when it comes to it, of course, on the expansion. But as of now, Newcastle have partnered up with Stack, somebody that, of course, quite a lot of people will know. They already have locations in Newcastle, and they're very, very popular. They're always filled, and they're very hard to get into because of that case that they are always, stocked out. And again, we're seeing Newcastle join up them here as partners alongside Sela. Darren Eales, of course, talking about this fan zone and saying our fan zone is aimed at enhancing the experience, not just for supporters visiting matches and big events at the stadium, but for people visiting the city centre 7 days a week. So this is something that, of course, Darren Eales is aiming to make a permanent thing, so that, of course, people visiting the city can also go there. It doesn't have to be a match day to be in operation, and it doesn't have to be a big event at the stadium for it to be in operation. It's going to constantly be working all year round in the city, which is going to be massive, because that's going to help generate a lot of revenue for the area. It's going to help as well, to use that ground at Strawberry Place as well, so that it doesn't, go to waste. At the end of the day, the owners bought the land back, so we might as well put something on it. A fan zone is a fantastic idea, because it allows for a lot of fans who can't go into St James's Park because it's sold out all the time, to be able to go into the fan zone, and be able to experience an atmosphere in there that will be absolutely amazing. They will be showing the games, from what has been said as well, inside the fan zone. So that is going to be another massive boost that will help, of course, to sell out the fan zone on a regular basis when matches are on and when big events are on as well. So there's going to be plenty of people going in there and enjoying that. I can't wait to see this building get put up in Newcastle. So it's going to be an amazing one, that one. Of course, Darren Eales continued to say submitting initial plans is just the first stage, and there are a lot of steps in the process, but we are excited to continue working with our commercial and city partners to create something that will really add social and economic value to the location. So again, just like I said, this is a way of making a lot of money for the area, for the city. Of course, Newcastle will be more than likely getting money from this as well, because it will be Newcastle United owned property. So that will be money hopefully going into the club for FFP, and of course to help the club, put out an even better squad on the pitch moving forward. Neil Winch, the CEO of Stack, of course, went on to say the joint venture with Newcastle United to create a fan zone in the city centre is exciting for many reasons, not least of which is the coming together of two great North East brands, of course, Stack being a local brand as well. We believe this development is going to be a huge asset, not just to the club and its amazing fans, but to the city as a whole. So it's going to be a huge moment for, not just the club, but also the city, like I said just before. while Stack is now growing to become a national chain, the fact that our very first venture was in Newcastle means it has a special place in our affections. We are delighted to be working with the club and Sela to provide a best-in-class experience for fans and the community, not only on match days, but every day of the week. Again, reiterating what Darren Neal said, of course, there, the CEO of Stack. All going well. Hope is for it to be open around November. So with it being shipping containers, this could be knocked up pretty fast. Obviously, there's got to be a lot of planning permission put in to make sure that it is safe for people to go into. But these guys are experienced. They know what they're doing. They've done this plenty of times before. So this is going to be an absolute hotspot in Newcastle, especially with it being at Strawberry Place. So many people will be going in there, you know, before the match. And of course, that won't mean that, you know, the local businesses around the area, all of the other pubs around the areas will lose business. They won't. They will still get a lot of business. There's absolutely tons of people crowd St James's and Newcastle on a match day, so there'll be plenty of business to go around for all of the local pubs as well. There's well over 100 pubs within walking distance of St James's Park, so they're all going to get business. And of course, as you can see, there is images as well of what this will look like. You can see that, of course, they've got the area marked out, and it's going to be right where the metro is for St James's Park metro station. Of course, it's going to be right in that car park there. That is just going to be an absolutely massive thing, you know, moving forward. There's some pictures as well showing what it could look like at the end. Of course, just like small artist concepts, of course, of what it would look like, and then of course some of our pictures as well. But this is going to be absolutely massive. The Mail as well also put out saying Newcastle confirmed their plans for new fan zone behind St James's Park. Also, long-term expansion plans on St James's Park as well, which we all know that's going to take time for the expansion of St James's Park, but we will get there. You know, we will get that capacity of St James's Park up, but it is going to take time because there's got to be a plan put into effect, of course, and at the minute they're just in the feasibility studies on how, you know, we can approach expanding St James's Park and getting that capacity up, with the East Stand being one of the possibilities that we could do. And of course, we've got to watch for the Gallagher end as well, with it being that road going to the RVI. That is always going to be an area that is going to have to be carefully thought over going forward as well, because that is a very important road with it linking up to the RVI. And of course, there's plenty of emergency services going to need to get along there, you know, ambulances to get along to the RVI as well. So cutting off that road would not be a good idea. And that is why it is going to take some time to, you know, be able to work out how we can build the capacity up. But as of now, there's going to be a fan zone built, as you can see by the information I've just said there as well. And we're also seeing Newcastle put out, of course, or Amazon rather, put out the teaser trailer for the new Amazon documentary, which we've all been eagerly awaiting the, of course, arrival of. And the first episode will air Friday the 11th of August. The second episode of the series will air Friday the 18th of August. Third episode will be Friday the 25th of August, and the final episode will be on the 1st of September. Of course, Friday the 1st of September for the final episode. It's a 4-episode series, and it is now known, as we know, we are Newcastle United, one city, one club. And my God, I've watched the trailer and I just can't wait for it. It's just absolutely fantastic. It just looks really, really amazing. And there's even some obscenities in there from Eddie Howe as well, which caused a lot of media coverage to, if they want a game quick game coming here. Let's give it to them. So that is going to be absolutely amazing to watch. Obviously, it was about the Man United game in the comments that Ten Hag made. Of course, it really did annoy Eddie Howe, and that was to say that we don't really get a say of Eddie Howe. So it has been quite amazing to see, of course, that in the trailer, and I can't wait to watch the series. I'm sure a lot of other Newcastle fans out there as well will be well and truly excited for this series as well. Hopefully it'll be a lot better than the other ones I've seen from other clubs. Of course, with the Sunderland one not being very good at all. That was, of course, a Netflix one, but this one is being done by Amazon, who, of course, have done the All or Nothing series. So who knows? Maybe it will be a very exciting one and a very interesting one as well. It does look very interesting from the trailer, I've got to say. It does look really exciting as well from the trailer. And all of the fans over in the States, of course, quite a few of them got invited along to watch an open training session as well, which was again a interesting thing to see. Of course, there'll be some pictures of that up on the screen as well. So hopefully you have liked what has been said in this video today. If you have, please hit a thumbs up on it. Please consider subscribing to the channel as well, as I'm on the road to 2k subscribers. And if you want to become a member of the channel, then you can by, of course, paying $1.99 a month, and you get some perks with that as well, of course, which are priority replies to your comments down in the comments section below, of course, in future videos, as long as you are a member. And of course, you do get a shout out on the channel once a month as well. And if you don't want to support the channel by joining the membership, and you want to support the channel by a little extra, then of course you can hit the super thanks button down below. All donations are welcome. All donations, of course, are very much appreciated and never taken for granted. And until next time, I'll see you all in the next one, and how are the lads?